Well, thanks for visiting us here at arklatex homepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses, and this is your Saturday evening forecast update. Another big weather update for you today, as we do have two potential rounds of severe weather, I would say, over the next 5 days or so. And the first of those will be a late Sunday into early Monday morning, so you probably started to feel some of those changes today as far as the weather pattern. Very warm and humid, as we did have a warm front moving through, and that's kind of setting the stage for some of the thunderstorms here late tomorrow as our next cold front moves in. So what we're watching, it's a confined threat, so it's not area wide, but northern Arklatex here, I-30 and northward, we are expecting a few scattered severe storms. This would be late Sunday into early Monday, and the outlook is actually bumped a little bit further to the north as far as the severe weather outlook. So again, it's not going to be an area wide issue for us, but I will show you the timing of that on Futurecast in just a moment. But if you're out and about today, very warm start to the weekend. We do have temperatures today that have made it into the mid, even upper 80s, and it will be a pretty mild and humid night as well, as we'll be in the upper 60s and low 70s. I believe the typical low is about 53, 54 degrees, so very warm October night for us, and that will lead to a pretty warm day tomorrow. Of course, we had the warm front move through early this morning. The south wind started to pick up behind the front, so that's kind of transporting all of that Gulf air back into the region, so your wind speeds through much of the night about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and very windy tomorrow. We'll actually have some wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour. Temperatures tomorrow, mid to upper 80s. The only thing that's keeping me from forecasting 90 degrees in a lot of areas is going to be the cloud cover that we'll have out there. And again, what we're awaiting as far as the storm system here, you can see this area of low pressure, which is about to move out of the Rockies here, and that will drag that cold front across the Arklatex late tomorrow, and that's what will give us that severe weather threat. So again, just to recap things, this will be Sunday afternoon through Sunday night. That's the outlook here for the central portions of the country, and we'll just kind of catch the tail end of that cold front in the Arklatex. And again, that area in yellow here, that's where the storms will be a little bit stronger as they move in. Storms should weaken as they move down to I-20, including Shreveport, so don't expect we'll see any severe weather down to Shreveport at this point. But the main threat for us will be for some damaging wind gusts. Can't rule out some large hail and maybe an isolated tornado, but it looks like the threat for tornadoes is going to be fairly low for us. So look at your Robinson Futurecast. Again, tonight you'll see the clouds build in, so if you have any early morning plans on Sunday, don't expect there will be any rain out there. But after the noon hour, you'll see these kind of showers and storms start to increase in that warm, unstable air ahead of the cold front. So I can't guarantee that we'll have dry conditions Sunday afternoon. So if you have any outdoor activities, it is possible after the noon hour we could see some rain, but not too concerned about any severe weather with those storms. The main line of thunderstorms, you can see that moving in about 9 or 10 p.m. into that area. We're watching for severe weather, and then notice as the storms continue to move south of I-30, they do fizzle out, but we could very well see some rain in Shreveport early Monday morning, but do not expect we'll see any severe weather in Shreveport, and we'll be dry for much of the day Monday into Tuesday. Not a ton of rain with this front, as well as we're showing most locations less than a half inch of rain, but we could see some scattered amounts, maybe between half an inch and 1 inch of rainfall. In the 7-day forecast, this is the first of two severe weather threats. That second one will be moving in either Tuesday night or Wednesday. There's a lot of timing discrepancies with the forecast models. We're hoping to get those storms through here early on Wednesday before we have a chance to warm up. That would tend to limit the severe weather threat, but if the storms fire up kind of later in the morning, if the cold front gets here a little later in the morning or afternoon, then we'll have an opportunity to warm up, and we'd be more concerned about severe weather. And I'll tell you, on Wednesday, it looks like that severe weather threat could be area-wide rather than confined to the northern half of the Arklatex. So that will be our big weather story next week. Again, the first severe weather threat late tomorrow into early Monday, and then that second severe weather threat on Wednesday. That's a pretty strong cold front there. It is expected to drop our highs into the 70s, so we'll get some fall-like weather heading back into Halloween weekend here. Overnight lows in the 40s and 50s, and daytime highs late next week in the upper 60s and low 70s.